There's nothing more satisfying than seeing a power-hungry cop get checked. From quietly filming across the street to standing toe-to-toe with a furious cop, this case shows us how quickly things can escalate when officers forget the law. What this truck driver recorded on his phone would soon cost a cop his career. Let's done in.
Hey, Arnold's pulling up. You got the stuff right there. I'm gonna go over there and have a talk with. Right here. What's up, bud? You got an ID with you?
Sorry, don't.
You have no ID with you.
No, I'm not in my truck. Plus, it's not a stop and ID state. I'm not.
No, it is. Do you realize you are in
No,
Missouri?
there's
It is
there's
now
something-
illegal to record the police officer. I can seize your phone right now
It's a
as
live
evidence.
stream. It's a live
That's fine.
stream, so
Let me
there's
see your
no
phone.
evidence on that.
Go ahead and end it.
No.
End it right now. Or I
Sir,
will place you
just
under arrest.
committed a couple.
Officer Wayne Casey approached truck driver Matthew for recording a traffic stop from across the street. Filming cops is legal, but Casey didn't care. He falsely claimed it was illegal to film police in Missouri, threatened to seize Matthew's phone, and demanded ID without a single legal reason.
It's
Listen, do you understand what I just said to you? Stop it right now. Stop it right now. Do you understand? Listen to me. Listen to me.
Sir. Okay,
Stop.
I'll turn it off. I'll turn it off.
Stop.
He even accused Matthew of interfering with the traffic stop just because he was diverting attention. It was a blatant abuse of power, and it only got worse.
It's a live stream. There's no evidence on the phone. You just turned it off, so there's no.
It is illegal in the state of Missouri to film
The
us.
Supreme Court's already ruled
No.
against that, sir.
Bull. I'm going to seize your phone
Sir.
as evidence.
Suggest you don't do that.
Oh,
You've lost
I
your
don't
phone.
care what you suggest.
You don't. You've
Being
lost-
recorded right here.
Okay.
Let
You've
me see
lost
your ID.
You've lost your qualified immunity.
Let me see
What
your
crime is
ID. Do you understand what I just asked you? Let me see your ID. You're interfering with my traffic stop. Let me see your ID.
I'm on the other side of the street.
It doesn't
sir.
matter. You're taking my attention away from my traffic stop because now I have to watch over here to see what you're doing to make sure you're not going to harm me. Therefore, you're interfering with my stop because I am now taking my attention away from my traffic stop. Do you understand?
Casey kept trying to twist the situation. He argued that Matthew's filming was a felony, cited fake laws, and refused to hear any explanation. Even after being corrected about Supreme Court rulings and state laws, he threatened to seize the phone, detain him, and kept pushing for ID.
Of authority.
But I'm telling you.
Give me, listen, I don't want your explanation. I don't want your explanation. Do you understand that?
Oh, I understand.
Okay then, great. Now that we understand each other.
Here you go.
Stand right here in front of my patrol car. In front of my patrol car. And I'm just telling it, you're not out here asking me questions. You understand that? Yeah, no, I didn't. Okay.
That's my opinion.
I don't care what your opinion is. All right? Do you know what a felony is in the state of Missouri from being from Texas? I don't think so, okay?
You don't have.
What did you say? No, there is no... Right. Where's your vehicle at, bud?
Here.
Huh? Where? Where? Which one? Because I asked...
The desperation in his voice said it all. His legal knowledge was non-existent, and the camera caught everything. Matthew, meanwhile, stayed calm and composed, never once raising his voice. And at that moment, Casey's authority began to crumble.
Merit.
Which one?
About eight trucks
8 trucks back.
back.
Here's the deal, bud. You have no idea what's going on out here,
I
okay?
have absolutely no idea.
Exactly.
I have no
So
intention
you
of
have...
interfering.
Listen. Stop interrupting me. Let me talk.
Already.
When we're conducting a traffic stop with a well-known drug dealer,
I kind of figured that since
Okay.
you made her shake the bra out.
I didn't make her do that.
No,
She
no,
did
no,
that
no,
all
no.
on her own.
I have nothing against what you're doing.
But you're out here trying to record us and trying to act like you know the laws. Shh. What did I just say about interrupting me, bud? Am I letting you talk when you talk? Let me talk. Let me explain things, okay? You're over here trying to act like, you know, you're one of them guys that want to quote the laws of the cops and act like you know everything and act like all this. I committed federal felony. There's no such thing. You don't even know what you're...
The officer then pulled a wild excuse, claiming he saw a red laser from Matthew's phone and feared for his life. He insisted this justified his reaction, even though Matthew had been standing across the street with nothing more than a phone. Officer Casey then rambled about being distracted during a traffic stop involving a known drug dealer, but his rant had no legal grounding.
I've done nothing wrong. I'm well within my rights to do my job. Like I said, you're over here interfering with my stop because now I see you over here. I see something, a red light flashing at us occasionally. I don't know if that's a laser. I don't know what that is. There was some sort of red light coming off of your phone. I saw it several times. That's what caught my attention over here, okay? That's what caught my attention over here. So therefore, you are now interfering with my stop because now I have to take my attention off of this stop to watch you and see what you're doing. To make sure that you're not sitting over here with a weapon that's going to hurt me or my partner or the people that we have stopped over here. I don't know you. I don't know what you're doing over here. That makes sense to you?
Oh, what you're saying makes sense. I don't agree.
It doesn't matter if you agree or not. Okay? That's what you're doing.
This cop is the exact reason why the police never learned. When Officer Casey couldn't find anything to charge him with, he started making up wild stories.
What's unbelievable here is that instead of fixing the actual stop, he kept escalating with Matthew. From made-up laws to fake safety concerns, it became clear. This wasn't about safety. It was about ego.
Now, I can seize this phone if I want to, get a search warrant, and search it for any evidence pertaining to my traffic stop if you would like me to do so. Then I would suggest, it doesn't matter. It's still on your phone somewhere, somehow. It is how it works. Okay? I would suggest you get back in your vehicle, let us do our job. We have more than enough officers over here. What's that?
I had no intention of interfering.
But that's what you were doing. No, it's not my opinion. That is, by statute, what you were doing. You took my attention off of my traffic stop. I now had to take my attention and turn it towards you, which is interfering with what I'm doing over there. I would suggest you get, I don't care what you agree with or disagree with, I would suggest you get in your vehicle, bud. Have a good night.
Matthew was live streaming the incident, the same footage that would later be used to take the case further. He reminded Casey about the First and Fourth Amendments, but the officer was too far gone. Threats of phone seizure and arrest were made again, all because Matthew knew the law better than the man in uniform.
Cop enforcing.
More than enough officers over here didn't know what we're doing.
And I wasn't trying to interfere.
But-
I wasn't on
but
her
you
side.
were.
I wasn't on
But
their
you were.
side. Just watching.
But you were. That's what you're failing to understand here, bud.
And my reasonable opinion, I'll let you know, is that what you just did was illegal.
What?
I'm not going to do anything against you.
What was illegal?
Unlawful detention, unlawful seizure, violation of First Amendment rights. Supreme
First
Court's-
Amendment rights?
Yes, sir. First
How did
Amendment
I?
Freedom of the press.
No.
You seized my phone.
Yeah.
You illegally detained me. You illegally
No, I
detained
didn't
me.
illegally detain you.
You have no RAS of a crime.
No what?
The Supreme Court's already ruled that obstruction, interference.
It's a crime here in the city of Peabody.
I'd have to be close to you.
No,
and actually
you don't.
present a physical
No.
threat for it to actually
Nope.
happen.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. The distance a rifle could shoot.
Yes, but
Yeah.
guess what?
Therefore, so I don't
Isn't
listen.
this a constitutional carry state?
It doesn't matter if you
So-
have a weapon
no,
pointed
I'm
at me. That's
just-
not legal.
Just
That is not legal. If you have a weapon pointed at me,
As soon as you
that
saw the
is
cell
not
phone,
legal.
you don't have any RAS.
Did I pat you down? I don't know if you got anything on you.
I know. But on the other hand, it would be illegal for me to do that. I believe you guys just went constitutional carry.
Yeah, we can open carry in this state. You're absolutely right.
So
But
if
having
I
a
had
weapon
been
pointed at me is
one
two
of
different
those
things.
First Amendment guys, is what you're talking about.
No.
And I've been standing here with a rifle on my back. It would have been illegal for you to detain me then too, unless I actually had him unsworn.
I never detained you.
You seized my property, sir.
I held on to your phone while I conducted our business.
You seized my property.
That has nothing to. You could have turned around and walked away.
This
In a final push to intimidate him, Casey warned that if Matthew resumed recording, he'd arrest him. But the damage had already been done. The confrontation, now publicly available, exposed the officer's ignorance and misconduct.
And walked
Said
away.
If I didn't give you ID, you
Nope.
were arrested.
Nope.
Said
You
that
could have turned around and walked away.
You said if your body came
Goodbye. Goodbye.
If I
Have a
stand
good night.
here, are you going to arrest me?
Bye.
I'm just asking a question. If I still stand here, are you
I'm saying goodbye to you.
If I stand here, are you want to arrest me?
If you start recording us again and interfering with my stop, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to seize your phone and I'm going to arrest you for interfering once again with my stop. So I would suggest, yeah, it's right here, bud.
That's on me. Thanks.
Have a good night.
Matthew filed a civil rights lawsuit shortly after, and just days later, Officer Casey was fired. The city settled the case for $75,000. It was a powerful reminder that cameras don't lie, and bad cops get caught. This case proves that accountability still works, when the truth is caught on camera. What would you have done in his place? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.